In this video, I'm going to show you a very simple addition to your application, which is called a changelog. And changelogs are absolutely amazing. Here are the two main reasons why I love changelogs. First off, it shows what's changed in your software, and it's dated. So for example, we added this Hey Bell activity tracker, or alternatively, the A/B testing tool. Furthermore, adding features like toolbar shortcuts. And the second reason I like this changelog is that we can leverage this in our marketing. So therefore, you can make a post about the relevant change with the image and a direct link to it. Watch this, click it, and it takes me right to it. Therefore, let's learn how we add this feature to our app as fast as possible. Let's jump in. Welcome back here. On today's video, I'm going to show you how we added that nice little changelog to Thumbio.com. You can do the same steps and processes for your software. One reason I'm making this video is that the old way we would have to approach this is we would have to pay for a software like Canny. So by the end of this video, you are gutting out a $20 subscription or even possibly an $80 a month subscription from your software. This is completely free, and we're able to build it from the ground up very fast with AI. So let's do it together. I'm going to pretend like I'm going to make a change here, and we're going to walk through the flow together. So first off, let's just build this feature. I'm going to go to my other software company here called Bump Ups. I'm going to go to the current changelog I have here. This was made of Canny. I'm not going to lie to you, but I have full intention of changing this and making sure we don't have to pay the subscription anymore and making it so it's our code pretty soon here. But what I want you to do is find a software that currently uses Canny or any type of changelog. So maybe by the time you watch this video, we're still using it on Bump Ups. So you can come over to Bump Ups. What I suggest you do is the screenshot method. Screenshot. Come down here, screenshot. Come down here, screenshot. What am I screenshotting and why am I screenshotting? First off, I want the AI to understand I want the ability to search entries, ability to filter, and the nice little tabs here of like, this is new, improvement, time dated, image. Nice. So once I have these screenshots, I'm gonna drag them into here. I'm gonna do the prompt of, I wanna make a changelog that looks like this UI, images we provided. For now, just do one image you find as a placeholder. So find a random image in my directory and use that as a placeholder. Make it so I can go to this changelog from the footer. I'm gonna put this in plan mode here and hit enter because it's probably gonna ask me questions, but it might not. So let's see. What's cool here is that we're gonna be able to create scalable code here where the image UI, the entry log, everything is just going to be a nice little refactor component that can be scaled to 100 entries. In addition, by the end of this video, you're going to see me do an entry live, and you're going to see a real developer's workflow when it comes to this when I build out Thumbio here. So once it finishes, you'll see the plan here. You can read through the plan. If there's changes you want to make the changes. But for now, this looks going to hit build. It's going to start building this, and then we'll see the first iteration of this. So I'm going to scroll down here. We should see a link up here in the footer. While we let this build, there's two things I'm going to leave in the description down below. The first one's going to be a video where I show you how we created an entire help center in a similar method. This help center is the easiest layup you'll ever make in software because now users, instead of spamming your email talking about what's a hay bale or whatever your currency is, they can look at all relevant articles. This right here was another subscription you used to have to pay in software development, but now the AI can literally build out all the code for you. So for example, what are hay bales? They can click it, see a nice little UI explaining what a hay bale is, have a nice image, have a nice info card. This is all free. This can all be done with AI. So if you want to see that video, description down below. The second bigger video, which probably most of you already know about, but if you're like, this seems like a cool software, I wish this guy made an entire series showing you how to build it from scratch. Well, you're in luck. I did. Description down below. So this initial process here, when it's creating the architecture for changelog, is going to take maybe a couple minutes, but what's actually insane is that this would have taken a couple hours back in the day without AI. And on top of that, if you were lazy like me, to be honest with you, because I didn't want to spend the couple days required to build out the changelog infrastructure, you would have paid for a service like Canny. I don't need Canny. That is why they call me the one-shot king when it comes to killing these big software companies, because AI can do it now. All right. So once we do that, we're going to say keep all. We can come down here and reload the page. So it's not showing up right now. So all we have to do is ask for it to show up. So I'm going to screenshot this. I'm going to drag it in here. Add changelog, link to footer. Hit enter. So once it's done, we're going to hit keep all here. And I'm going to scroll all the way back down, y'all. Changelog. Click. Boom. That fast. So let's go ahead and you create a new entry together. But what you'll notice is that a lot of stuff is already connected. Filter. Maybe I want to see improvements. No improvements. Fix. No fix. No. No. Also, look at search entry. Gibberish. Nothing shows up. Thumbio. It shows up. Let's make an entry together. Let's assume I come to this page here, and the entry I'm going to make is going to be changing the relevant component here of 10 hay bales is one lead edit. So I'm going to screenshot this. I'm just going to add this here and be like, hey, make the conversion 1,000 hay bales equals 2 lead edits. Update this component. This is going to be the daily workflow. You'll come to your computer, you'll find the features or bugs you want to work on and fix. After a couple hours of fixing it and you're ready to push to production, your live website link, watch this next step here. It's going to be able to automatically, based off your branch information, create a new entry log. So you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is provide an image, to make the entry log look even better. People really think we're not in the new era of coding. Those people are just inexperienced, honestly. Let's do it. So I've made my change. If you want to see real changes, just come over to thumbio.com. You don't have to show every single change you do your software in the changelog, just big ones. Hey Bell activity tracker. That's massive. This A/B tool, I use this on this video, kind of massive. So I made a whole log about it. If you fix a little bug, or maybe you change the UI of the pill, don't put every single changelog here, just the ones that are big movers, I suppose. So we got a new little change here. Now the entire currency system is cooked. I would screenshot whatever the change is, like the major one, right? I screenshot it. And I'm going to put the screenshot into 2 places. The first one is going to be the chat. The second one is going to be in my assets folder, images. Make a new folder called changelog. If you're looking at your application and you don't even have an assets folder and you don't have an image folder, then create it right now. This is proper structuring. In the changelog, I'm going to drag that screenshot in here as well. And I'm going to do 2 things. The first thing I'm going to do is going to say, make a new entry. Make a changelog entry for this new conversion rate. Also, here is the image to add to the log. I'm going to screenshot this as well to give the proper structuring of, hey, this is where it's located. What I'll also do is say, rename the image. Enter, so that I don't even need to rename this screenshot and like this gibberish. It's going to rename it and contextually know to rename it something along the lines of like a new Hey Bell conversion rate. What you're witnessing right now is when I am about to push to production and I feel like it's substantial enough for me to add to the changelog, this is my workflow. If I spent 4 hours, 5 hours building out a new feature like that A/B template tool or whatever it is, I will have the AI make the entry for me. You're going to see a pop up here pretty soon here. And in addition to that, make an X post about it, because why not? There's a new feature. Check it out. And here we go. Now, if you don't like the UI of how this looks, like honestly, I wouldn't use this kind of boldness with a tag. You can change it. What you'll notice is that it automatically was able to add a nice looking image with round corners. In addition, it was able to give information about what the update is. Updated Hey Bell conversion rate. 1,000 Hey Bells equal 2 lead edits. Now, sometimes with this update, it's a little bit too developer, like jargon. So you can like remove stuff, but that's fast, y'all. That's done. I can copy this link. I can paste this link. What's even better and what I really love, because back in the day, you'd have to rename these files. It named it perfectly. Hey Bell conversion and then the specific date it incurred. And today's date is December 6th. That's it. There's the workflow. That is how you add a changelog. And then on top of that, you've added a new little puzzle piece that when you're done making an update or a bug fix, you can add it directly to your website. This kind of transparency I really like, because people that are active users of your platform like seeing it. It's a nice little easy way to provide like, hey, here's an update, but you didn't make an article about it. You just made a changelog entry. It makes sense. But in addition, what I really like it for is that I'm seeing the history of my product. If Thumbio becomes $1 million product, I can scroll all the way down to the first changelog and be like, wow, that's where it started. And then every single date is posted of when a new big feature came out. So without further ado, as you already know these style videos, make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next. Did Corbin to show me a cool little cookie cutter type of software addition that I can add to my app type of video? That is why they call me the one-shot king.